Katamari Damacy was an instant classic on PlayStation 2 back in 2004, and it's every bit as vibrant today. Reroll doesn't mess with the original, its biggest change is to bump up the resolution to ensure the deliberately low poly aesthetic works on a modern screen. And that's all it really needs to do. With Reroll, a whole new generation gets to experience the Japanese fever dream that is Katamari Damacy, and that's a wonderful thing. The real genius of Katamari Damacy is its central, simple, blob-like idea. Roll up things that are smaller than your Katamari ball in order to absorb them and grow, which then allows you to roll up larger things. It's a through line that takes you from rolling up thumbtacks and takoyaki all the way up to people and trees, and then onto an apocalyptic scale where you're consuming cargo ships, skyscrapers, and the clouds themselves. As a big picture concept, it's inspired. The same environment is reinvented over and over again within a single mission, allowing you to see it from a new vantage point and turn obstacles into fuel in the space of a few minutes. Katamari's levels are nothing more than spaces filled with stuff, everyday stuff at that. But it taps into the innate motivation to collect things and makes this its sole driving force. Katamari has fun with the mundanity of its settings and objects, twisting them into absurdist art. Elevating the personality even further is an infectious soundtrack that's wide-ranging and well-produced, as well as a story that's anchored by one of the most memorably offbeat characters ever given life in a video game. Yes, the king of all cosmos. The self-obsessed space deity and absent father to the player character's prince. He sets the story in motion by shattering all the stars in the night sky while on a bender, then demands that you help create new celestial bodies by rolling stuff up with your Katamari. It's all the story Katamari Damacy needs, and a jumping off point for many of the side missions. These riff on the celestial theme by demanding that the prince replace the constellations of the zodiac. Need to make a new Pisces? Roll up as many fish as you can. Gemini? Roll up some twins! These levels feel particularly quirky thanks to the narrower focus. In Make Virgo, you'll roll up so many maidens that your Katamari ball will be a writhing mass of flailing appendages, like a playful pop art version of Inside's final moments. Unlike the main missions, which are about hitting a certain size within the time limit, these have no fail state, but offer a good challenge for completionists. There are a handful of other twists too, such as Make the North Star, in which you're not told how big your Katamari is and must roll around until you think it's about 10 meters in diameter. The Eternal levels are also cool, letting you roll up absolutely everything in an environment with no time pressure. Katamari Damacy's design is conceptually elegant, and paired with controls that are deliberately a little unwieldy. Your ever-growing Katamari is something your tiny character has to wrangle to keep under control. The battle to find precision with a massive, knobbly, protuberance-laden ball of things is part of the charm, even if it can be frustrating to get wedged somewhere and shed a bunch of bits, or to be blindsided by a larger creature or vehicle. It only took me a couple of good sessions to play through everything Katamari Damacy Reroll had to offer, but the vast majority of those 6 or 7 hours was spent with an enormous grin on my face, my head nodding along to the incredibly catchy, eclectic score. Katamari Damacy was a breath of fresh air on first release, and it still is today, almost 15 years later. For more of IGN's greatest reviews, by yours truly of course, check out my thoughts on Donut County, Flipping Death, and No Kuni II.